Hi, I'm Alan Katz, and I'm sitting here with Rabbi Barry Tuchman. And today we're going to talk about Jewish weddings. Hi, Barry.
Hi, Alan. How are you?
Good, good.
Good. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, a lot of people want to have a Jewish wedding, but they don't belong to a temple, they don't know any rabbis, they don't know what to do. Can somebody have a Jewish ceremony without belonging to a temple, without knowing a rabbi?
Absolutely. In fact, there's very little that's required for a Jewish wedding. However, most people have this impression of what a wedding should contain, and so they would all want to have the blessing over the wine, the chuppah, and all of the traditions. If the couple are both Jewish, they won't have a hard time finding a rabbi that will marry them. A lot of times that comes with a hook to join the synagogue, but there's a lot of good deals. Sometimes a couple wants to join a synagogue, and rabbis will reach out to couples getting married and saying, listen, I'll perform your wedding for free, you know, for a year membership.
Or wholesale.
Or wholesale.
That's right.
So where I come into play is for these Jewish orphans, so to speak, who are looking for something that is not necessarily traditional. They're not trying to copy their religious background, but they want to find the meaning in their traditions. They might not have a belief system that is believing in God necessarily, but the traditions and what they grew up with is very important to them. So I'll do things that create a ceremony that is full of metaphor, so that we're talking more about the couple utilizing the elements in the ceremony to accentuate what belief systems brought them together and makes the relationship work.
So celebrating their love, but bringing in the traditions to enhance it and to explain it.
Sure. I use this illustration when I'm with a couple of a lazy Susan. You know what that is? Not your cousin.
Right.
But this wheel that spins around. You find them in Chinese restaurants a lot. And we're taught in seminary to take this couple and put them in the center of this wheel. And around the parameter is all of the elements of the ceremony, talking about the chuppah, the blessing over the wine, breaking the glass, the rings, the vows. And as this wheel moves around incrementally, the guest will visualize the couple through the filter of each of these elements.
Okay.
What I do is I take the couple and bring them in front of this wheel. And as it moves around incrementally, the guests are going to view these elements through the filter of the personality of the couple.
And that's what's really important, is to bring out the couple's feelings and the couple's beliefs. Not just the rabbinical reasons behind it, but explaining it with, their feelings and how it applies to them.
It's all about making it personal. There are couples that come to me and they want this strict religious ceremony, and it doesn't necessarily fit for what I enjoy doing. And I usually help them find a rabbi that best fits for them. But there are a tremendous amount of couples nowadays who want their Jewish heritage in this. This is a very important moment in their life, and they want that, but they don't want strings attached necessarily.
Right. Well, they want to have all the fun and the blessings.
Right. So I'm the rental rabbi.
Exactly. So you come in, and when you're doing different things in the ceremony, what are the main things that you do? You say you do the blessing over the wine, you explain the chuppah, the crushing of the glass.
Sure. There's several times in the ceremony where Hebrew is, I always make it a choice for the couple whether they want the Hebrew followed by the English interpretation. That would be the Shehechianu, which is giving thanks for this moment, the blessing over the wine, as I said. There's the benediction toward the end, where we wrap the couple in a talit and have the parents come up and hold the talit, and the fathers are having their hands on the couple, and we're blessing them as they move on their way. And then there's a lot of optional things, the 7 blessings, the circling the bride does. Sometimes the groom will circle the bride as well. And we go through this and let the couple decide what's best for them.
And that's great, because they can customize it the way they want it. And rather than have it dictated to them what they have to have, they can have the ceremony that they've dreamed of, the fun that they want to have it something where the audience can also enjoy it and not be bored to tears, and give it something that's magical.
Exactly. You know, I believe that you go to any wedding and you'll notice it has its peaks and valleys. And
Right.
you always know when you're in a valley because people are either looking at their watch
Right.
or reading a program that the couple provided for them, which
Mhm.
is a great excuse to take your attention away
Away
from
from
what's
that, right.
the moment. And in my mind, a wedding ceremony is a mountaintop experience. There
Mhm.
shouldn't be any valleys. And as officiants, our job not only is to solemnize the wedding vows, but
Right.
to bring that energy level up to the point that at the conclusion, for us, the breaking of the glass,
Mhm.
that there is this roar of excitement and celebration for the couple and
Right.
what just happened.
And it continues to build through the ceremony. Now, I always akin it to putting on a performance. That that they're the performers, you're the announcer, you're leading them through this transitional stage, you're getting the audience involved so that they're watching it. At the end, it's a triumphant standing ovation and it's a celebration.
Exactly.
Rather than people coming to the ceremony going, okay, when is this going to be over? I want to get the matzo ball soup. You want it to the, let's do this party now.
Exactly.
And that's
Yeah.
and that's the way, that's what excites me about what we do, is we bring that excitement. We bring it to the ceremony.
You know, I don't, changing the subject, but it does fit, is, that, you know, sometimes people have their family member get a online ordination to perform their wedding ceremony, and people ask me what I think about that, and my answer is always, what, you have your best friend practice on your wedding day?
Mhm.
This doesn't make any sense. You really do want somebody who knows how to not only perform the ceremony, which is
Right.
the performance art, but to be able to be in the moment with the couple and the family and the guests, so that a number of things that could happen, you know,
And they have.
and they do,
In every ceremony.
that officiant knows how to deal with it in a graceful and respectful way.
And I always say, you know, you can't just give somebody a bucket of paint and expect them to be a painter. You know, what we do is something completely different than anything else. Is we have to capture people's emotions for a certain amount of time. We don't just read out of a book. We call it performing a ceremony because we're performers.
Absolutely.
And that's how we take it. And bringing the Jewish into it, that's what you do best.
That's what I was trained to do.
And that's why you do what you do
And
so well. That's why you do that voodoo that you do
so
well. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank
and
you.
I look forward to seeing you at the next Jewish ceremony I attend.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
This is Rabbi Barry. I'm Alan Katz. And thank you for watching.